something is bothering you, don't sleep on it. Like, to go to how many doctors that you need to go to. What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to do like a really quick update. But basically, long story short, the video you guys seen most recently, that was pre-recorded. Not sure if you guys seen it. It basically was about Abby Nicole. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth on that, so if you want to go watch it, it is up. But that video was previously recorded before everything had happened with me. But I felt like I owe you guys explanation, because you know, I'm really big on consistency. I'm really big on making sure I give you guys great content. So I just wanted to put that out there, that that video was previously recorded. That's why it was only uploaded, due to what was going on. But lately, guys, I have been experiencing a lot of things, whether it's my anxiety kicking off or my blood pressure. Ended up in the hospital last week because my blood pressure was extremely high, and then on top of that, I found out that I have 1st-degree heart block. Yeah, so I haven't worked out in like an entire week, almost 8 days. Well, that is a week. So it was like 8 days pretty much, because I really wanted to give my body some recovery time. That's why I had to express, like, guys, the video that was uploaded was previously recorded. But basically, 1st-degree heart block is very common in athletes, from what my doctor told me. So it's just something that you probably have, but you don't know that you have unless you get an EKG done. So I was having like really bad chest pains last week, and I was sick before that. So that's probably, so 2 weeks, let's just say 2 weeks, I have not been feeling well. And I think I told you guys that in one of my videos, where I just was not really feeling the best. So I went to my regular doctor, and she tried to tell me that it was my anxiety. But if you have anxiety, you know when your anxiety is kicking off. You know when you're going through a panic attack or an anxiety attack. And I was not having that. So I really thought at first I had the stomach bug because of my kids. You know, they go to school, they're around germs, and they're prone to just getting stuff. That's just how it works. And I'm mom, so I'm like, oh snap, they done got me again. And that went on for about 4 days. So my stomach wasn't feeling right, and like I said, I went to my doctor. But what led up to that was about 5 days of not feeling well. Then everyone's asking me, are you pregnant? No, I'm not fucking pregnant. I just came off my period. I cannot be pregnant. So I'm thinking it's like TMI, ovulation. I'm just thinking that it's just what my body does, because I don't know what has happened since turning 28, but I get like really nauseous when I'm ovulating. So that's how I know when I'm ovulating. It's weird, I don't know. I listen to my body, but I knew something was wrong with my body, right? So I went to my doctor. She told me like, hey, it's your anxiety, blah, blah, blah. If you still feel this way, call me. So the weekend goes by. I went to her on a Thursday. So you might as well say Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I still was not feeling well. And I said, if I go to work on Monday and I'm still not feeling good, I am leaving work and going to urgent care hospital. And then when I got to work, and it's crazy because before I got to work, I really felt in great spirit. Like, I felt great. But then when I got to work, I really started to feel like my energy just really go low. And then I just really started getting like a lot of pressure right here, like the left side of my chest. And I was just like, oh my God, what is that feeling? Like a really dull pain. So I'm calling my husband, talking to my mother-in-law, because you know she works in the medical field. And I'm just like, something is not right. Like, something's not right with me. So I go to the urgent care off base from where I work, and I get in there and I'm just like, hopefully they tell me something. Hopefully we can figure this shit out today, because I'm tired. So I go get everything done. So the doctor was like, you know, we're gonna do an EKG on you. So I'm like, okay, cool. And it's crazy because about a couple months ago when I got strep throat, the doctor, she did like when I went to another urgent care, she did like my my pulse, and she said how like my heart rate was like really weird, but I didn't pay any mind, of course. Not paying shit in mind. But so anyways, the physician, she does I get the EKG results back, and she says, you know, pretty much basically, we think we found an underlying issue of what's been going on with you. And I'm like, oh hell no. So basically it came to be about that I needed to go to the ER because they were scared that I was going through hypertension due to my blood pressure. And mind you guys, I had been tracking my blood pressure from that Thursday up until that Monday. So the same day I wasn't feeling well, I went down the street to the Walmart because they have a pressure cuff thing that you can use. Before I even decided to go to urgent care, because I said something's not right with me. And I'm so tired of getting the short answers of what's going on. So I did that, and my blood pressure was still high. I did it like 3 times just to confirm my blood pressure was still freaking high. And I'm like, what the fuck? I eat healthy, like I work out, like I drink my water, I mind my business. So what the fuck? So I was like really confused because I'm like, why is my blood pressure so high? Like guys, my blood pressure was like 155 over 90, I think. Like I have photos so you guys can see. So then when I got down to urgent care, my blood pressure was still high. And every time a medical assistant would do my blood pressure, they would ask me, do you have high blood pressure? And I'm like, nah. This is like the first time my blood pressure has really been skyrocketing. So that was another thing that I was really confused on, because I don't know why my blood pressure was going up. I'm like, I feel fine. Maybe I'm just stressed out, and I don't know that I'm really stressed out. The mind is a crazy thing. So pretty much, like I said, I don't want to backtrack and get you guys confused. The physician says you need to go to the ER because 1, they're worried about hypertension. 2, that's basically like when your blood pressure is like extremely high and hasn't gone down pretty much. And then 2, the 1st degree heart block, but it's another word that they have for it. And then there was something else on my sheet that she put, but she said, I have to send you there because your blood pressure is high and we can't really do too much for you. And my thing is, I was gonna actually go to the emergency room first, but then I was like, what if nothing's really wrong with me? I don't wanna waste my money sitting in this hospital. So I get to the hospital. They're like, yeah, it's gonna be like a 2.5 hour wait. And I'm just like, what, bitch? Mind you, I left work at like 2 o'clock. I got to the hospital around 3:30 to get like signed in and everything, right? I didn't leave that hospital till like 9 something that night. So to fast track, I end up finally getting in the back to see the doctor, and the doctor basically tells me that he believes that I had inflammation. I have inflammation from my breastbone to the rib. So whatever's up in here, you know, you guys can see. You can't see it now, but you know. But the thing that was really daunting was all my blood work came back super healthy. Like, bitch, I know, cause like I fucking eat healthy. Like, what the fuck is going on over here? But no. So my blood pressure was still high. It got down like a little low. I think it was mainly because I didn't really eat, because I was worried, like, what if I have to go into like surgery or something? Hey, you never know, and I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I didn't want to eat. So I think my blood pressure only went down a tad was because I didn't really eat. So he basically just says like, yeah, you have the inflammation. We're gonna give you the medicine to clear that out. You can't work out. And I'm like, what is this? What the hell is this? This is my birthday month. So like November has started off really shitty for me, and we're only what, day 12 of November. So the first entire 2 weeks of November, I have pretty much been sick as a dog. My chest has been hurting. I go back to the doctor, I believe Friday or Monday, because they want me to make sure to double check on my blood pressure. Again, there's not really a reason why my blood pressure is still high. I don't know if it could be stress, but see, I'm one of those people where I do let like my stress eat away at me, and it causes me not to eat. It does cause me to go into like a slight panic, but I'm really trying to work on it, because this was like really eye-opening for me, because I was like, I wanted to cry when she was talking about some heart block. I'm like, what you mean heart block? So, and with that pretty much is, they said like it's nothing to worry about, but when you're an athlete, you know, this is what happened. But yeah, that was pretty much like what was going on with me, guys. I just wanted to update you all, and basically just to let you know, like, if something is bothering you, don't sleep on it. Like, go to how many doctors that you need to go to the emergency room, go to urgent care, go whatever, where you feel like you need some type of assistance. Because I'm not saying like my doctor ain't good, because like my symptoms was definitely like, it could have been anxiety, like, you know, because I had diarrhea, my blood pressure was up a little bit, you know, I felt sick to my stomach. So it could have definitely would have been like, if you didn't really know. But to me, I just felt like she could have did a little bit more, like maybe draw my blood a little bit or whatever, just to kind of like rule out some things. Because in my family, I mean, African Americans anyway, like we come from